This video better come out right because I just filled my belly for a while. Sorry. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing something kind of new and something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I'm doing a mukbang on my channel. So I've done one before with the one that I did with Ren, where he was teaching me Vietnamese, and it was super duper fun. But guys, I've always wanted to do mukbangs and I was just like a bit shy or whatever. If for those of you that don't know, mukbangs basically are videos where people eat and chat. Sometimes there's a topic, sometimes there isn't. But for my video today, as you can see by the title, it's gonna be basically a video about misconceptions about living in Asia. And yeah, I asked a few of you guys what you'd like me to talk about on Instagram. If you're not already, follow me on Instagram at ZINA TARA. I will put my info down below and somewhere here or here. I don't really know where it is. But anyway, so I'm gonna get straight into it. Today I'm going to be doing a Popeyes mukbang, and I'm from England and we don't have Popeyes. I think it's an American thing, I don't know, but they have it here in Vietnam and I'm super duper hungry, so I haven't eaten all day and it's like 4 p.m. so yeah, I'm really excited to do this mukbang. I've been living in Vietnam, Southeast Asia for almost 3 years now. In December it will be 3 years, and I know I say this a lot, but I know some of you are new to my journey, so I've got to fill everyone in. So yeah, let me get straight into this. I have here I have here Popeyes, like a mixture of things. I ordered a combo and then I ordered some sides. So here I have some, I hope it's like not blurry. I don't even know how people do this stuff. YouTube is difficult. Focus, focus. I got some chili, sweet chili chicken, some tender pieces. I don't know what these are. I don't know, but they're good. A shrimp burger, a biscuit. If you're from England, like we don't really have these, which is a shame because they're delicious. A shrimp burger, a chicken burger, and some chips or fries. I feel like there are so many Americans here. Oh my days. By the way guys, I'm so sorry, I'm like getting over bronchitis, so my voice might crack up at some points in the video. Just ignore it. These are some fries or some chips. They're really delicious. And here I have some what's it called? Mashed potato with some gravy. So yeah, I'm gonna get into the video. What should I start with first? I'm going to start with this shrimp burger. So I've had it before. I've had it here in Vietnam before, but before that I hadn't tasted it, and it's delicious. It's got lettuce, tomatoes, and ooh, nice and crunchy, nice and fresh. Oh yeah, here. Ooh, it's spicy. Oh my god. This is spicy mayo and it's good. It's so good. Anyway, so I'm gonna get into the video. The first misconception that I'd say I get a lot, and people always ask me, why don't you move to Vietnam? Like, isn't it like really poor, and isn't it like a village? They don't say the word village, but I feel like that's what they're kind of insinuating. This is so weird, guys, because if you know me, you'll know that I absolutely hate people chewing loud, but you're probably going to get that in this video. And I don't have any of that fancy stuff, like I don't have a mic, I don't have anything, but if I continue doing these I'm sorry. If I continue doing these, I probably will get like all the gear. Anyway, back to the misconceptions. People always feel as if like Vietnam is this really like third world country, and it's absolutely not. Vietnam is developing. It's really, really nice. It's such a beautiful country. Every single day I'm discovering new things, new places to go, new places to visit, and I feel like I can't leave here until I've visited as many places as possible. It's just like not possible. I can't leave. It's so beautiful. So if you're one of those people that think, shrimp burger, who would have thought? It's delicious. I don't even like seafood. That is good. But yeah, if you're one of those people that ever doubted it, you need to add it to your list, because Vietnam is stunning and it's definitely a developing country. I'm sorry. Let's go on to the second one. So I did write down some notes before, but I'm just gonna say these off the top of my head, like whichever one comes first. Another thing that I get a lot. I was hungry. Is that Asians are racist. Well, people ask me if Asians are racist. This is kind of tough because I've had my fair share of experiences here in the past few years, and honestly I wouldn't say racist, but I would definitely say ignorant, and sometimes ignorant to the highest degree. I know that sounds crazy, but the good does outweigh the bad out here. Some people have had some really horrible experiences, and I'm talking about people who are of a darker skin tone. I'm not talking about Caucasians. I'm not talking about even lighter skinned black people, because you'll have a friend that will swear that they've had no problems or they've had no issues, and well, the reality is you won't know until you've experienced it. And you should never ever like talk down someone's experience, or you should never ever try and tell someone that their experience wasn't the way it is, because honestly it's not a nice feeling, especially from a friend. Anyway, so I wouldn't say, oh, the tissue went flying. I wouldn't say that Asians are racist, but they can definitely be ignorant, and it's all down to things like the way they look at you in disgust. Sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, because I know some of you will be like, so why are you still there if they do these things, blah blah blah. It's just like really, it's really like some weird situations, like the way they look at you sometimes, when it comes to finding a job, when you go into a shopping mall or a supermarket, just weird things like that. So I wouldn't call it racism, I'd definitely call it ignorance, and sometimes it's not nice, but yeah, anyway. Oh yeah, so number 3. That burger was delicious. Try the fries. So, the fries, or the chips, the fries, whatever you want to call it, have like this seasoning on them. So good. I need to pee. Wait for me, guys. Route. That is not necessary. I hope no one says anything about my robe, because I bought it here and I like it and it's comfortable, and I didn't feel like getting dressed. What I'm gonna have next. Another misconception is that expats are rich. Rich or poor, both ways. So like, some people feel as though I'm super rich because I'm always traveling, and then others feel like some expats are super duper broke because they're always doing hostel life and backpacking and all of this stuff. Life in Asia or anywhere in the world, it can be as expensive as you want it to be. And so for example, I know some people that live out here and they literally live a very frugal life, and they stay at an apartment that's really cheap. They save their money, but then they party a lot. I'm kind of the opposite. I stay somewhere really nice, I pay a little bit more for my rent, but I don't party as much. So it can literally be as expensive or as cheap as you'd like it to be. And I spend my money on things like travel and basically more on travel. But not everyone is balling, and it's definitely not something that you should look at. I just think in general it's wrong to look at someone's life and feel like you can live exactly the way they do. Because just because I make these YouTube videos and I travel very frequently doesn't mean, oh, when you come here you're also going to live the same life. You have to work hard, you have to save your money, you have to be smart basically. And some people just don't know how to do that. But obviously with time you will learn how to do that while you live out here. So it's up to you. I'm going to try these boneless chicken, whatever they are. I also have here some, I don't know how to say it properly in Vietnamese, but it's chili sauce. And it's very spicy, but I love spicy stuff. And yeah, so I've always wanted to do these mukbangs, but I've been so scared. Like I always watch them, I find them so interesting. I don't know why. It's really like interesting watching people eat and chat, just because I'm a weird individual, I guess. But I've always been scared that people will judge me and be like, you're gonna die. What is that? Ew, I'm sorry. I've just been scared that people are going to judge me, like, you're going to put on so much weight and blah blah, you're always talking about trying to lose weight. But you know what, trolls are going to be trolls. I actually don't care anymore. I'm going to make my mukbangs. Oh my god, that is delicious. But you guys probably can't see, so I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like up close. Okay, there we go. That is good. With some chili sauce. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I've always been like a bit funny about doing these videos, but oh my god, you can probably hear me like wheezing and stuff because I'm sick. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, life can be as expensive as you want it to be. Who cares what people think? F it at the end of the day. The next misconception, which is really, really false and kind of annoys me because this is something that I was told when I first moved here, and I'm not saying don't be cautious, but okay, I'm gonna try the biscuit. I feel like this is gonna make my throat so dry. Let me try it with the chili sauce. I'm really far back because I don't have all the equipment, so I'm gonna do some kind of funky editing for you guys. This is my biscuit. Another misconception, guys. Oh yeah, I was saying, when I first moved here, I was kind of like scared straight about locals trying to use and abuse you, and I've literally found it to be completely false. And when I say this, I mean basically like there are a lot of expats that come out here and refuse to make friends with the locals, and just because of things that they've been told. I'm just like, they've been told horror stories about people befriending locals and basically getting scammed, getting ripped off, being used, things like that. And that's never happened to me, and I'm not saying because it hasn't happened to me it hasn't happened to someone else, because I'm sure it probably has, but there are bad people everywhere in the world. So I'm saying this because I just want more foreigners, more expats to mix with the locals. I have some amazing friends. This is mashed potato and gravy. Basic. Meh. Anyway, so yeah, I have some amazing friends that are Vietnamese, and they're literally just like so cool. They speak English. Even some of them don't even speak the best English, but they're really, really nice people, and I feel like you should give it a chance. Like, one of my friends recently, I saw on her Instagram that she was at her neighbor's house, and she went over, they invited her over for dinner and karaoke. It was really, really nice to see, because this is what I like to see, and this is what I do. I like to go over to some of my students' houses. Like, they'll invite me over because I do teach adults, and yeah, they'll invite me over to their house, and they're so hospitable, and the hospitality is amazing. They'll invite you over, and they'll literally like ask you for nothing. They won't ask you for anything in return. They just enjoy your company. Yes, some of them do want to improve their English, but it's not in a malicious way. It's just sorry. It's literally just to be around good energy, and it's such a nice experience because you get to learn more about the culture, and it kind of like brings me on to my next point. Oh my god, my throat. The biscuit's nice, but Lord God, my throat. Oh. Anyway, yeah, the locals are really, really friendly. Oh yeah, it brings me on to my next point. So basically, some people feel, I get this question a lot, and people always ask me, do I need to learn the language before I move over there? And I would say maybe learn the basics, as in like hello, maybe some numbers, and before I moved here almost 3 years ago, I literally didn't know a word of Vietnamese, because my move was so spontaneous. The thought of learning the language didn't even like come into my head. I think I moved here after a month or 2 or 3 months. I always forget the number, but it was less than 3 months of me planning, and the thought of learning the language didn't even enter my brain. So yeah, I would say maybe learn the basics, but even up until now, I still don't know how to speak Vietnamese. So when you go into their houses, you'll learn more about the language. They'll teach you cool things, and as you go along, you'll learn the language, so don't worry about that. You'll learn so much when you're here. And I'm not only speaking about Vietnam, I'm speaking about all over Asia. Maybe other countries, maybe like China and Korea, you probably should learn a bit more than the basics, because I know when I went to Korea, as much as I loved it, the language barrier was an issue, because they don't speak English there. Well, it was really difficult for me to bump into someone that spoke English. So I guess it depends on the country. So this is like a sweet chili chicken. It's spicy as well. It's sticky. That is good. I don't know if you guys can see this. I didn't think I was gonna finish this, but I'm hungry. I think I am gonna finish it. So this kind of brings me on to another point. So I say so a lot. Dad, everyone thinks Instagram is real. Instagram isn't real. Don't believe what you see online. Instagram is fake. Just remember that people mostly only post their happiest moments. Just because you live abroad doesn't mean you're always 100% happy. I'm saying this because people always feel like just because you've moved abroad and you've left like your home country that you're basically on vacation forever or holiday forever, and that's not true. Sometimes you do get lonely even if you've got a bunch of friends. Let me just speak about myself because let me not speak about other people. This is so delicious. Yeah, I have my days where I don't want to speak to no one. I don't want to speak to anyone. I stay in my house. I'm actually not the most sociable person. Well, sorry, I'm not the most social person. I have a few friends, a few close friends, and sometimes I don't want to speak to anyone. I'd prefer to just like be in my own little bubble and make my YouTube videos or watch my documentaries. You guys know I'm a little old lady. But yeah, you do get really, really lonely, and it's really weird because it's not necessarily that, maybe, I don't know how to describe it, because I've been traveling for a very long time, but Vietnam is the first place that oh my god, it's good. Oh, the skin just came all the way off. Yeah, Vietnam's the first place that I've actually like lived in. I wouldn't necessarily say that you miss your family, even though that is one of the aspects, but I think it's the fact that you miss like familiarity. Like you miss hearing English. You hear English everywhere here because people do actually speak English here, which is really good. But you know, you miss the banter, you miss making jokes, you miss just things from back home or your family's culture, because everyone's got their own culture in their house, like their home traditions and stuff like that. Like for example, for me, I miss everything African. For example, there might be black people out here, there might be white people out here, but everyone has their own little culture. Say for example, like I'm from Sierra Leone, I miss everything to do with Sierra Leonean food, and yeah, I could cook some of the stuff, but not everything is available here. So, you know, things like that, you miss hearing the language. It's the little things. So, don't assume that everyone's always 24/7 turning up, living a good life, because that's not true. It's not realistic. And I'm not saying I'm unhappy, by the way, because I'm not. I'm really happy. But I'm just saying, be realistic and know that not everyone's always 100% happy. If that makes sense. So you guys are gonna like come for me for not finishing this chicken properly, but there's certain bits of the chicken that I will not eat. Yeah, there's certain people that do get really depressed, and it's not something that you actually click onto straight away, because I have experienced it out here. When I was here for a year and a half and I hadn't been home yet, and at the time I was with my boyfriend, and he was just like, you need to go home, like clearly everything's just, your head's all over the place, you need to go home. And when I went home, I felt amazing. I stayed for like 2 months and then I came back, because when I was back home I started missing Vietnam, and I felt so refreshed just because I went home, I had my little dose of normal life, and then I came back and I felt so much better. So oh my god, this sauce The spicy mayo, it's good. Yeah. You guys gonna think I'm so fat, but I don't even care. Yeah. So, like I said, don't look at other people's lives and feel like this is just in general. It doesn't have to even be Asia. Just online, you can't assume people are at their best, and this is how people commit suicide. I know that's really deep, but it's true. Someone could be portraying a lifestyle that they're not actually living. Sometimes it's like, it could be down to being homesick. It could be down to the routine, because somehow you actually do build up a routine here. Just because you've left your normal routine doesn't mean you don't fall back into another routine, because I told you I've been here for almost 3 years, and you do build back some kind of routine, things that you start doing every day, slipping into bad habits. I don't want this video to sound negative because I'm happy. Yeah. Anyway, this is so random, but it leads me onto another thing that just popped up into my head. Guys, not everyone here is a sexpat. That basically means there are some expats, and all they do is join these apps and have sex with people all the time. Not everyone's like that. Yeah, not everyone is like that. You will meet some people who don't go on these apps, like me. I'm not a fan of the apps. I'm just personally not. And there are some people who are actually married out here with their kids. Oh my god. Yeah, so there are actually married couples out here. No couples that aren't married yet. People that are single who are maybe dating but not sexpats. So don't assume that all people do is travel, have sex, and live a crazy life. People have normal lives out here as well. And there are people who have been out here longer than me. Like some people have been out here for like 5 years, because I remember when I first moved here, I would ask people how long they've been out here, and that's actually like a question that everyone asks, like, oh, so like the two main questions, where are you from, and then how long have you been here? It's like the conversation starter. It's so weird. Anyway, so when I first moved here, I would ask people that as well, and then they tell me like 3 years, and I used to always say, how have you been here for 3 years? And that was obviously me just being brand new. Everything was overwhelming and there was a culture shock, and now that's me. And I have that same reaction with people that have just moved here. It's so funny. It can become a life just because it isn't your home country. I don't mean that it's not normal living. Also, not everyone here is a teacher. Not everyone here is a teacher, and not everyone here is like a temporary teacher. I know teachers who are very, very qualified. For example, where did that accent come from? For example, oh god. Ooh. That all just fell right off. I'm gonna get the itis after this. I need to go for a walk. Oh my god. My friend Stevie, he's been a teacher for 10 years, and he worked at an international school, and he got paid very, very well. So not everyone's out here just trying to make some money quickly while they travel for a month. There are people who do that, and I think that's kind of trash. But yeah, not everyone is out here just to make some quick money and then bounce. So don't assume that. It's not nice. And because people do talk these people down, and that's their actual career, and yeah, it's not nice. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to talk about is I'm getting full. My belly. Oh my god. Lord have mercy. I hope this video is focused. And I'm literally gonna cry if this video isn't focused. Anyway. Oh my god, I just forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. The last misconception that I'm going to talk about, because this video is going on for long, is that, oh my god, I still have a whole burger. I can't finish that. My chicken burger. People think it's really difficult to move abroad, and I understand that not everyone is as crazy as I am. Whew. Oh. Can't breathe. Hold on. Yeah, I understand that not everyone is as brave as I am, but if you really want something, and if it's your dream to move abroad and live abroad, live in Asia, you definitely should do it. I think it's a life-changing experience. I've been here for so long, and I literally have no regrets. Like, there are some things that I am unhappy about sometimes, but of course, with just like anything on anywhere that you move to, there are ups and downs. But for me, the ups have been greater than the downs. Now that I'm filming this video, I'm realizing that I make these weird noises when I eat. Anyway, yeah, the ups definitely outweigh the downs, or the lows. I don't know how to speak English anymore. Yeah, so if you have a dream, go for it. If you're interested in teaching English or just moving abroad, moving to Asia, definitely email me. My details will be down below, and I can help you get set up, because that's what I do. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And it's a lot different to what I normally do, but I like eating and I like talking. I like talking to the camera, not really to other people. I'm joking, that was a joke. Guys, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. I hope you guys learned something today. Living in Asia is absolutely lit. The food is delicious. The people are dope. People are so nice. People are really nice. And yeah, it's an interesting place to be. It's an interesting place to be honest. And I'm living my best life. Ain't going back. This video is really long, so I think I'm gonna have to like cut it down. So I don't want anyone telling me that I didn't eat my food, because I did. Aye, it's spicy. Ooh. Ooh. Chili sauce. How do you say this? Chung up. Guys, if you're Vietnamese, can you tell me if I've pronounced this correctly? Chung up. I don't know. Anyway, it's chili sauce and it's delicious, but it's spicy. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned some stuff. I hope you've erased some things from your brain. And I'm so full, I can't even continue eating. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've got a whole burger there, half a biscuit. Okay, I wouldn't call that half. Mashed potato, and chicken. I can't do it. I'm full. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my channel if you're interested in any more of these mukbangs, chit chats. Let me know. Oh my god, why do my boobs look like that? Let me know down in the comment section down below if you're interested in moving to Asia. Email me. Yeah, email me and your girl will hook you up with some information, some advice, because that's what I do. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one.